I picked up this Anbernic RG 40-something from eBay. It's pretty darn cool looking. It was sold as untested, and I think I know why it's untested. It doesn't appear to have a USB-C port. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm guessing there's been a prior repair attempt on this. I don't know, maybe the port's just snapped off, but there's nothing rattling around, so it ain't in there. So there's not really much I can do at this point, other than try and turn it on, which, #spoiler, I've already tried and it doesn't come on. Yeah, we just got to open it up and see if we can figure out why it's not got a port. So let's do that.
Ayo, we're back with the swiftness. You best believe I'ma take care of business. If that business was making a mess of things, I got you, bro. See what this one brings. Lee Ben, someone's been in here before and bailed out, you'll see, Red Claw. Anthony Dean, if one cannot fix it, sell it on eBay and say it's untested. See Cooey Jingus and Christopher Shaw with Badger Squatch and Sigma 4. They represent the mighty CD alongside Data Blitz's Wizard and Frequent TV. We also got a new name for the CD section. Philip Stevenson, welcome to the collection. Moving on, more thanks to be given to Dr. Stuart Coles, Adam Taylor, Mysticism, Dr. Frankenstein, Danny King, B-Money, Sky Star, Dreamer, Lodger, Infinity, Fox Cutter, Mick Adams, Terror, Putnaki, Heinzie Hall, Inflim, Demo DB, Hill Switch, Sam Bloom, Powell, S11I, Miss Jenkins, Eric Broders, Hammy Cheese Eye, Oz Newton, Kendall Burr, Alice, Margaret Troy, Esther, and Keegan filling the Tokyo void.
Right, well, it was never going to come on because the battery isn't even connected. Oh my lord. Even from this distance, that does not look pretty. I'll get it under the microscope, but you can see with the naked eye, the port should be here. I have no idea what's going on there. So let's get it under the microscope and see the full extent of the damage, I guess. We might as well take this board out. Right, let's have a look at this. It should be fun. Okay, here we go. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at the other side. Oh, what on earth is going on? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to be damaged in and what isn't. It's clearly this side. We need to clean that up. I mean, what's going on there? Oh, it's like a piece of plastic. That looks like a piece of capacitor. That looks like another piece of capacitor. And then we've just got this just complete and utter mess. Right. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up and let's see if we can figure out what we're dealing with. And as ever, to clean it, we're going to use some isopropyl alcohol at 99.9%
pure.
Right, at this point, my best guess here is that the USB-C port has broken, someone has decided to try and replace it, has somehow got the old one off, made this complete and utter mess, given up, and sold it on eBay as untested. As you do. Right, well, let's add some flux, and we'll try and clean this up, and then we can see what we're left with. I mean, I don't know if these pads are going to be okay, or whether it's just lumpy solderness. That is a word, by the way. So I'm going to use some Super Wick, which is a braid that will help me remove excess solder. In theory. Let's try it. Woo! I think I need to put my extractor fan on. There we go. I mean, it's great, that extractor fan. It's very loud. Right, so it looks like we've got what appears to be half a capacitor here. Where the other half is, I have absolutely no idea. Where it's supposed to be, I'm guessing between those two pads there. Well, that's not serving any purpose, is it? So let's get rid of it. Yummy. You know what? It doesn't actually look that bad. Now I've cleaned it up. Actually, it looks like the capacitor was facing this way, doesn't it? Because that looks like there's still a bit of it left. Or is that just damage there and solder's just flooded into it? Maybe I've got some scrape marks, haven't we? But it looks like the pads are still there. I'm just going to add a bit of leaded solder in the mix now and then wick that away, and it should hopefully leave it nice and clean. Get some fresh John Wick. Some fresh fluxage. Yeah, pretty sure there should be a capacitor there. What the capacitance is of that capacitor, I have no idea because it's been obliterated. It looks like it's on that looks like the power input there. So I'm guessing it is going to be required. So I'm just going to have to put one in and hope for the best, because I don't think there's going to be any schematics on this thing. Right, let's flip it over, have a look at the other side. That side is looking better. I mean, I'm guessing this is some kind of gasket, because this is where the analog stick goes, and it's just, well, I don't know, it's melted or it's been ripped off, I don't know. But I don't know what they are. I'm just hoping they're okay. I mean, it looks like there's a capacitor there. Is that capacitor still there? Yeah. Okay. And we've got two what look like tiny little diodes there. Hopefully they're okay. And then this is where the ground legs of the USB-C port go through. So we need to clear them. And I need to see if I've got a port that's going to fit this. I'm not sure. Well, it looks like, let's go back to it. It looks like one of them 12-pin jobbies, doesn't it? Which seems to be on pretty much everything these days. It is. And I did buy some of those. But whether they're going to fit in here, I don't know. But let's whip this away. I do need to be very careful here of these tiny components. I want to be losing them. Well, that was okay, but I'm struggling with this one. Oh, I did a terrible job of that. I had to resort to some low melt on this. Let's see if the low melt works. Yes, good old low melt. It's expensive, but it works. Let me see if I've got a port like that. Let's offer this one up. Please fit. That looks promising. Yes. I think we're good. I think we're good with that one. Right, let's try and just tack on a couple of those legs. Legs, pins, whatever. Right, now I think we can flip it over. And let's just fill in those leg holes. Nice. I think I know why the last person struggled on this. It's really quite difficult because I'm guessing the ground plane on this thing is massive, and there's quite a few grounds on this, and the soldering iron just sticks. It just sticks. It doesn't go anywhere. It's hard to explain unless you've done it, and you'll know when the soldering iron just gets stuck in the solder and it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm at 450 degrees here, but it's still not hot enough. Maybe I need a different tip or a new tip. I don't know. Probably do. Let's clean it up and see what kind of a mess I've made there. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not great though. Just see if everything's
Solid.
It is indeed.
Solid.
I mean, that's fine. That's the main one, actually. That's the power one, isn't it? So we want that to be nice and solid. I'm sorry. I'll stop now. Right, now we need a capacitor for here, and I don't know what to put in. I'm trying to think of ones that I've done before. Well, I've just guessed then, haven't I? I'll Google it. I suppose it depends on the usage here, but I've seen quite a few that say 10 microfarad, so I'm going to go with that. I've only got these, which are 10 UF, and I think they're too big. Miles too big. I'm just going to take any capacitor. I'm going to take one off a switch. That's what I normally do, isn't it? Let's do that. Right, we've got a switchboard here, and we've got a little capacitor near the power thing. Multimeter in capacitance. What have we got? Nothing. Is that because it's on the board? Right, well, let's take it off. Let's see if we can measure it now without it pinging off. It pinged off. Found it. But that looks like 5.5 microfarad. I'm just going to go with that. If it's massively out, then I'm sure someone will tell me. It's like I've forgotten how to do this. No one would ever know how terribly it was put on. Right, I'm just going to give this a bit more of a clean, just make sure that everywhere's as clean as it can be. Make sure the other side is nice and clean. And clean. And then we'll put it back together. Oh, I need to check the battery, don't I? I don't have to, but I'm going to. Right, that's as clean as I'm going to get it. You know what? From here, it looks pretty good. Better than factory. Right, let's check this battery. Multimeter in. Voltage DC. 3. Why is it so blurred? Why is it so blurred? Someone commented on the recent video and said, why do you blur out the multimeter? I don't. It's just blurry sometimes. Or sometimes you can't see it like that. There, you can see it there. 3.45. So it's low, because it should be 3.7, but it's not completely empty. So we have hope. Let's put it back together. Right. Well, that looks pretty good. From here, anyway. Let's see if it's drawing. Come on. No. Why? I need to just stop putting things back together and testing them before I do it. This just happens far too often now, doesn't it? Right. Actually, I'm not sure this power bank's working. We haven't even got any voltage coming out of it. Well, there's one way to test it. Okay, yeah, it is working. Oh dear, right. Nope. Let's try it the other way. No. What have I done wrong this time? Let's open it back up. Good God. In fact, before we do that, let's try and... No, let's not try and turn it on. In fact, you know what? I'm going to try it. And then I'll know. Is it just my rubbish charging port? Mind you, it was only 3.4 volts, so it's probably not going to come on anyway, is it? No. No. Okay, well... Decision made. Is it possible it doesn't like that battery being so low? You'd think it would do something though, wouldn't you? Right, let me see if this battery takes a charge with my magic thing. No. Let me try a different cable or something. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Oh, was that the cable? Right, well now I need to know if what it's drawing there, don't I? Yeah, 1.0 amps. So that's definitely taking a charge, that battery. Let's try this cable in that. Maybe there's something wrong with that cable. I don't know. Let's try it now. Oh, you are joking me. That's taking a draw now. Was it the cable? Well, this is a new cable. Is it because it's like a high-powered one or something? I need to know. Because then I won't be using it next time if that's the case. Yeah, it doesn't work with that cable. Right. So I didn't need to take it apart again by the looks of it. I think it would have just worked if I used this cable instead. So we've got 4.87 volts and it's drawing 0.86 amps, which I think is pretty good. I'm going to leave it for a bit because the battery was very flat. I'm going to leave it like that because I can't be bothered putting it back together just yet. And then I'll put it back together again. Yay. Right, it's only been on a few minutes. I'm just far too impatient for this, so I wonder if I can put it back together while it's still charging. Just make sure it's still charging. It is. You don't get any lights or anything, do you, to show you that it's charging? Which is a bit... pants. Well, let's just see if with that 5 minutes of charge, let's see if it comes on. I'm going to have to leave it a bit longer. Oh, far too impatient for this. So tired of waiting for you. I've just had a thought. I don't know whether this SD card is... I don't even know what's on it, do I? I might put it in the... In fact, there's 2 slots. How do I know that it's the right slot that it's in? I don't. Well, let's try that. If that doesn't work, then I'll put it in the computer and make sure it's not corrupt or anything. Oh my god. Well, we've got something on the screen at least. Is that an empty battery? What is that? Oh, well, that seemed to have better luck with that. Let's just plug it back in. Oh, now we've got 1.4 amp. Oh, my lord. It's fast charging now, 1.64 amps. There we go. Oh, I probably should have just waited, but I don't know. I've just swapped that over, and that's made a difference. Right, surely it's going to come on now. Come on. I'm sick of waiting for this thing. Come on, please. Oh, now I can't even get the battery thing back on. Oh, this looks promising. Oh, yes. There we go. And we got the battery symbol charging up there. Oh, we got some sexy RGB lighting as well. Right, okay. Oh, hey. Doesn't appear to have any Nintendo games on it. Is that a licensing thing? I presume I could add my own of the ones that I legally own. Looks like there's some decent games on it. Let's just choose Cool Borders. What's this, Neo Geo? Oh, am I supposed to be doing stuff? Let's make sure that works. It does work. I find it easier with the D-pad though. How do you jump? Ah! Don't think you're supposed to hit the trees. Or the dogs. Why is there a dog on the ski slope? Oh, wow. Well, we got there in the end. But that is a stupid game.